started with your legs comfortable for you. Today's practice is about self-care. So caring for our bodies as we move gently with intention today. Really taking more space in poses. If you want to take a little more space, don't feel like you need to jump to the next thing. So just kind of take your time. If something feels good, stay there. Take a few more breaths. There's no rush to anything today. So just take this space and this time to move intentionally with the breath, your body, and to just be intentional with this time that you created today to take care of yourself, to maintain yourself. So take a moment here. Just begin to connect with your breath. A couple of deep breaths in. Up, palms together, exhale. Exhale. Center, one, drop the hands to the sides. Planting the right fingertips, inhale, sweep the right arm up, slide down. Exhale over to the opposite side, right arm to the side. Exhale through center. All right, arm up. Exhale back through center. Two more times each side at your own pace. Exhale as you come through center, inhaling, sweeping the opposite arm up. Last one each side. As you exhale through center, take it all the way to the right. Reach the left arm up and stretch here through the fingertips. Anchor the left hip down. Draw the left shoulder back a little. Option here to staying on the right hand or come down to the forearm. Whatever is in your practice today. Second option is to keep your gaze forward or bring it towards your left hand, facing up towards the sky. Breathe here, 3, 2. Last one, big inhale, big reach. Exhale through center. Out to the other side, lift. Reach towards the left hand to the mat or fingertips to the mat, wherever you're at. Anchor that right hip down. Reach through the fingertips. Breathe here. Option to come to the forearm or stay on the hand. Option to keep the gaze forward or look up towards the sky. Breathe here. Last inhale in. Big reach here. Deep inhale in. Exhale, come back through center. Drop both sides, fingertips to the back. Sit up nice and tall. Bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Back, left to the left shoulder. back through center. Exhaling to the opposite side. You can keep this motion or maybe take a half circle, gentle touch, chin to chest, rotating around. Just an option. You can keep the gaze forward. Take it into these circles. And if you notice any spots that feel tight or tense, pause there and breathe. Breathe into that space. Bringing the gaze back forward, back to the back side. Inhale, bring your gaze towards the sky. Exhale down. Hands behind you and releasing the fingers. Pressing the palms together and trying to really drive your arms back. Opening the heart center. Trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Down. And the gaze comes up. It's good. Breath in. And release. Take the arms up. Walk hands forward, hinging at the hips and just round forward here. Stay up on the fingertips, shoulders away from the ears. Take 5 breaths here. On your inhale, walk the hands back. Slowly come up, bring your head up. Relax. We'll come into a tabletop. If you want to cushion the knees, you can. We'll probably do a downward dog too. So just be mindful of that. We'll probably move this out of the way in a minute. And bringing the knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Palms press into the floor, tops of the feet. Press into the mat. On the exhale, drop the crown of your head. Press and round through the shoulders, through the spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, scoop the tailbone up, belly drops, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale around. Behind cat. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. And take a few moments here, just feel into the corners and edges of your body. What's speaking to you today? Where do you feel tight or tight?
come back to a neutral tabletop. We'll just sway the hips back and forth. So just rocking from side to side, kind of warming our hips up, maybe taking it into circles, one direction a few times, and the other. Back through the tabletop, bring the whole up in reach here, bringing one to each side of your mat. We'll step the right foot forward to meet the hands. Take your time getting there. Doesn't have to be in one swoop. And then we'll come up onto our blocks at whatever height is comfortable for you to bring right over the right ankle. Then lower the hips down. Sinking the hips down, left leg comes out long, arc forward here. Taller as we inhale, over some breaths here. On your next exhale, we're just gonna send the hips back. Half split here. And then inhale, come forward back into that lunge. Exhale back. Blocks, press into that right foot for stability. Bring your hands to the inside and slowly step or walk that right foot up. We'll take a child pose briefly in between sides, big toes to touch, knees come out towards the edges of the mat as much as you would like. Just send the hips back, hands stay where they are. Shoulders move away from your ears, create a little space for your neck. You need to adjust the hands, you can. Breathe here. Hips heavy, heart towards the earth. Gaze comes back between the hands towards the top of the mat. Shift your weight forward back into tabletop. Adjust finding your tabletop, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Step the left foot forward now, finding that lunge on the left side. Using your blocks at whatever height might be different on this side to frame that foot. And sinking the hips down, right leg comes out long behind you. Nice and tall here. See if you can improve the position of your spine as you inhale. 3 breaths here. Sensations in the body. Next exhale, press back, half split. Inhale, rocking forward, getting taller. Exhale, release back. Inhale, forward. Exhale up. Forward lines. The blocks to the side. Hands come to the inside of your left foot. Step or walk that foot back to the tabletop. Here, you may want to move your blanket out of the way for a little bit, setting it off to the side. We'll tuck the toes and take our first downward dog. Press into the hands, lift the knees, lift the hips, press back. Bending in the knees here is great. We don't need our heels to touch the mat. This is not what the pose is about. It's about lengthening the spine. See if you can make your spine a little longer. Tailbone reaching up as the chest presses towards the thighs. Crown of your head reaching down, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe here, 5 breaths. Between the hands, shift your weight forward, coming onto the balls of the feet. Drop the feet, hug the elbows in, and slowly lower all the way down, bringing the legs out long. Bring the hands under the shoulders, elbows hug in, press into the hips, into the tops of your feet, and draw the shoulders down away from your ears as you press in and slowly come up. Whatever amount is comfortable here. Exhale, lower down. Finding a little baby cobra pose. Inhale. Gaze forward. Exhale down. Try to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Last one. Inhale. Exhale down. Slide the hands towards the front of the mat. Elbows under the shoulders, Sphinx pose. Gently draw the shoulder blades together. Big toes press into the mat. Pubic bone presses into the mat. Gently lifting the lower belly in, hugging it in towards the spine. Heart open to the front of the mat, front of the room. Breathe here, 5 breaths. Exhale, lower all the way down. Cross your forearms here and just rest your forehead. Take a few moments to pause. To just be, not doing, not fixing or changing anything. Normalize pausing, even in our yoga practice, and just taking a few moments, taking this time for you. Bring the hands back under the shoulders. We're going to hug the elbows in and just press back through tabletop. Adjusting the knees back under the hips, finding your tabletop. Tuck the toes and we'll take another downward dog here. Lifting the knees, lift the hips, press back. See if you can find an improved position for your downward dog. Really lengthening the spine here. Maybe inhaling, coming up on the balls of your feet. Exhaling, heels drop down. Really press back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Exhale back. Tippy toe your way to the top of the mat. Slow little steps here, nice and controlled. When you come to the top, stay in your forward fold. Knees bent. Let your head be heavy here. You can bring your fingertips to the mat, or you can find your blocks. If you'd like a little more stability and support, just holding onto your blocks here, letting the head come down towards the mat. Chest towards the thighs, bending into the knees here for support. Heels are heavy, weight in the heels, weight in the corners of your feet. Maybe lift the toes and set them back down. You can release your blocks to the side. If you've been using them, press into your feet, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Little bitty movement. Coming to mountain pose at the top. Arms at your sides, palms facing forward. Take a moment here just to center yourself. Tailbone heavy, rib cage stacked over the hips. Heart forward, chin maybe slightly back a little, lengthening the spine. Growing taller, shoulders away from the knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale through center. Inhale, sweep, just like at the beginning of our practice. Exhale through center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale through center. This time, inhale, sweep up. Keep the arms up, biceps towards the ears, fingertips reaching. Reach the left leg back, stepping back on to the toes, the ball of your feet. Finding crescent lunge here. We want our knee to be stacked over our ankle. So if we need to adjust by stepping a little further back, we can. Hips are heavy. If you bend into the knee, your pelvis will tuck. Tailbone will be heavier. You'll relieve some pressure on the low back. Pinkies turn towards each other, almost like you're holding a ball, like a beach ball above you. Breathe here. 3, 2. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, open up to the side of your mat, left side of your mat. Bring your toes on both sides facing your left. Taking a wide leg forward fold here. So as wide as you want your legs to be, this can seem counterintuitive, but it's easier the wider your legs go. So press into the edges of your feet, your pinky toe edge of your feet. Press in, hinge at the hips, hands can be on the hips here. Hinging forward, flat back, coming parallel to the floor. Dropping the hands down, fingertips might touch the floor. Bend into the knees if you need. That's okay too. But try to keep the flat back and the hinge in your hips. Breathe here. See if you can come down a little lower. Folding a little further, a little pinching at the hips, keeping the spine long, bending the knees and feet. Stretching through the hamstrings, back legs, inner thighs, all the spicy places. Inhale, come back to that parallel to the floor, spine parallel to the floor, hands at the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. And step forward to the top of your mat. Sweep the arms up on an inhale. Exhale through heart center. One more time, big inhale in. Exhale through heart center. Inhale in. Exhale, fold all the way forward, bend into the knees, hinge at the hips, fold forward, plant the hands. Inhale, half lift here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Arms up, biceps towards the ears. This time, step the right foot back, crescent lunge here. Find your crescent lunge high on the back foot. Knee on the left side over the left ankle. Reach through the fingertips, please come towards each other. Breathe here. Big breath in, reach here. Exhale. Open up to the side. Forward fold here, toes towards the edge of the mat. Hinge at the hips. Folding forward. I'm going to turn the other way, so I'm not bending into your face. Okay. Drop the hands down. Turn the toes a little out, about 45 degrees. And then we're going to bend into the knees. Lower the hips down as much as is comfortable. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend into the knees, lower the hips. Inhale up. Knees drive towards the middle toe. Exhale down. Inhale up. And come back to toes facing the edge of the mat. Hands to the hips. Inhale slowly. And step towards the top of your mat. Okay. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back, find your downward dog. Breathe. The table. Lower the hips down, finding tabletop pose once more. We'll take this into pigeon pose, bringing the right knee towards the right wrist. Send the left leg out behind you, tucking the toes, and sweep the right ankle towards the left wrist. You can place a block under your right hip for support. Try to find some evenness between your hips. Make sure weight is evenly distributed. You can stay up on the hands here. Option 1, option 2 is to bring them a little wider, and to bring your fingertips to where you're framing that front leg a little bit forward of it. And then inhaling up, exhaling, elbows come out to the sides, just some spinal waves here. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Just an option. Maybe a couple of times. And then coming to a static pose, either on the hands or maybe coming down to the forearms or to your bolster. Taking a moment here. Just find those sensations. Connect with your body, connect with your breath. See if you can relax your face a little more. Notice if you're frowning or squinting your eyes. See if you can soften a little. Walk it back up to the hands if you've come down to your forearms. Release your block to the side and then roll on to that right hip. Left leg out to the side, right foot to the inside of the left leg. We'll turn towards the left leg, toes pointed towards the body, walk the hands out, just round forward here, 5 breaths. So you can take 5 deep intentional breaths. Plant your right hand behind you. Take a baby wild thing here. Shifting your weight forward. Left arm sweeps up. Hips up. Reach through the fingertips and the left foot. Exhale. Slowly come down. We'll come back through tabletop, planting the hands and just shifting our knees back under the hips. Bring your left knee towards the left wrist, finding pigeon on this side. Block under the hip, option. Take time to adjust, find some evenness in your hips. Right leg pumps out long, maybe staying up on the hands here. Another option to frame the left leg with the fingertips. Inhale, taking some spinal waves here. Exhale, elbows out to the side, lowering down. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale down. Inhale. And maybe holding here. at the forearms or staying up on the hands in front of you. Taking a few breaths here. Just feel into this left side of your body. Notice any difference in sensation or tightness, openness. No judgment. We're just building this relationship with our bodies, noticing what's here each time we come to our mat, and holding space for whatever that is. This is your time to nourish and care for yourself. Connect however you can. If you can't connect with sensation, just come to your breath. Count it, notice the movement. If you're down on the forearms, walk it back to the hands. Coming all the way up, release your block. Pull onto that left hip. Turn towards you. Right leg comes out long, left foot to the inside of right leg. Right toes flex towards the body. Turn towards the right leg. Walk the hands out and round forward, head to knee. Breathe into the back side of the body. Hips heavy. Press the hands in. Walk back. Slow. Come back through center, finding a Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Bringing the soles of your feet together, knees fall open. Sit up nice and tall, hands on the ankles or on the feet. Shoulder blades draw together, open the heart. Shoulder blades. Sky. To your eyes here. Use the hands to draw the knees together. Bring the legs out long. It's a passive forward fold here. So we're not going to be like pulling ourselves too deep. So just find where you feel the edge of sensation and then round forward here. 5 breaths. And press your hands into floor, walk your hands back, up, and then transition to laying down on your back. Nice and slow. And we'll bring the knees in towards the chest, taking a little rock here. Just rock out that lower back, sacrum. Dropping the feet down to the mat. Press them into the floor, lift your hips and shift them a little bit over to the right, and then let your knees fall to the left. You may want to use a block here to go between the knees. Try to keep the shoulders in contact with the mat. Bring the arms out to a T, or maybe cactus the arms here. That's another option, just bending into the elbows. Breathe into the belly. This final little release before we move into the meditation. Anything you want to let go from your day that maybe came forward during your practice. Thinking of these supine twists as an opportunity to kind of bring out the rest of your day. Let go of anything that's kind of bringing you down or feels heavy or doesn't serve anymore. And your next breath, slowly come back through center. And then pressing the feet into the mat. Shifting your hips back through center to align with the shoulders. We'll take some windshield wipers here before moving to the other side. Feet towards the edges of the mat. And let the knees fall side to side. Nice and slow. Really feeling into sensations in the hips and lower back. Taking care of ourselves by moving gently and mindfully. And we'll come back through center. Hips come, or feet come hip distance apart. Press into the mat, lift the hips over to the left. Let the knees fall to the right this time. Using a block as needed for support. Finding a comfortable position for the arms out to the sides or maybe a cactus. Most important here is to keep the shoulders in contact with the mat, or at least try to keep that left shoulder down to the mat. Breathing here, coming back to that sense of release. Just a gentle letting go with each exhale. Slowly come back to center, releasing your block to the side, and taking any final gentle movement that you would like to take here to release. Maybe rocking the knees side to side in those windshield wiper motions, hugging them in towards the body. Maybe even taking a happy baby here, reaching through and grabbing on wherever you can. We'll transition to the meditation portion of our practice today. So just get cozy, grab props that you might need, blankets, bolsters, anything to help you feel supported. I love the blanket over the face. That's a great option. That's supporting. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, as you settle in, just feel the breath. Reconnect. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly. Try out. Letting go of anything that's just inviting it to be the moment of care that you needed, nurturing whatever it showed up today, your mind and your spirit. Let go of any control, shape of the breath, and just follow the organic. Any need to fix, force,
All stay space. Time. Heart center. Self. Wow. Gratitude to yourself for finding this time, space, pause, busyness. Okay. To your mat. To you. Grateful for bodies that can move through this practice in any way whatsoever. Grateful for practice with any space. As you head out into the rest of your week, may you embrace the wisdom of the human